It was just before 5 a.m. in Damascus when the White House issued a warning to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad that the U.S. had identified potential preparations for what it said was another chemical weapons attack that would likely result in the mass murder of civilians. And, quote, if, however, Mr. Assad conducts another mass murder attack using chemical weapons, he and his military will pay a heavy price. A Pentagon spokesperson says the U.S. observed recent activity associated with chemical weapons use at the same base it says launched a chemical weapons attack in April. Dozens of people died in that attack, including women and children. The Assad government has denied it had anything to do with the April attack, and Russia denounced this latest warning. U.S. President Donald Trump said the images of the victims had a big impact on him. Days after the attack, Trump ordered 59 cruise missiles launched on that airfield.
I believe that the goal is at this point not just to send Assad a message, but to send Russia and Iran a message that if this happens again, we are putting you on notice.
Monday's warning echoes the now infamous Red Line statement issued by former President Barack Obama in 2012. Obama threatened U.S. military action if chemical weapons were used against the Syrian people. But U.S. military action never came.
The problem with a statement like that is if you don't have backup from your military that, yeah, we see this the same way as the White House, it's a bit unnerving.
So far, the White House maintains a warning was the right course of action.
Why will a paper statement work, though, when airstrikes didn't dissuade Bashar al-Assad?
I don't know that it didn't, based on what we know at this point.
In the United Kingdom and France, both promising to be alongside the Americans if, in fact, another chemical weapons attack occurs and is linked to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
And Jessica, what type of impact could this have on other countries operating from that same airbase?
Well, of course, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard is operating on the ground there, and the Russian government has been given permission to use the same air base that we're talking about being both a target and a potential launcher of these types of attacks. So that is a risk to the Russians, and the Russian government said today that it believes all of this is just a pretext for a preemptive strike on the part of Americans against Syria. Susan?
Jessica Stone at the White House Live. Thank you.